Hey, this is Ivy with Chandrai Pretty Womb Healing, founder of Womb Healing Vaginal Pearls, also known as Yoni Pearls. We're just going to go over some quick information about which pearls you should select when you're doing a womb detox, right? Because, of course, you want to clean out your vagina, but we also want to clean out your womb, and that's why we have Womb Healing Vaginal Pearls. So let's go over a few pearls. Let's see what you need to get because you're ready to do your detox. Today we have 9 pearls. These pearls come in different wrappers. Each wrapper represents a symptom. I personally did research and developed 9 formulas to cover your symptoms, to cover your needs, to cover your traumas, to cover a diagnosis. I've only made 9 so far, and I've been developing these pearls since 2015. My very first pearl was in 2016, and then 2018 we just had this huge growth spurt where we just started making even more pearls, and now it's 2019. We've developed 3 pearls this year, and now we're kind of at a halt until we get a new sister that comes along and tells me that she has something, and I currently do not have a pearl that can truly support her. I may have some pearls that can supplement, but I would love to develop a new pearl for her. And so for now, we have 9. So let's go over these pearls. And you should know which pearl represent certain symptoms so that when you go to the website, you don't get confused, okay? Because we only have 9 pearls and there are a multitude of traumas that women face, okay? So our very first pearl, this is the very first pearl we ever had made. It was a pink pearl. And this particular pearl is our traditional formula or a yeast formula. It's a formula that you can use if you truly don't have any symptoms. You may be wanting to do monthly maintenance. When I say you don't have any symptoms, that means there is no need for you to ever use any of these pearls. Okay, that means there's nothing wrong with you, but you would like to keep your womb clean and keep it detoxed, right? You don't want any signs of fibroid growth, any signs of dead tissue, okay? That's what this pearl is for, all right? And remember, even if you have these symptoms, but you also have yeast as a symptom, you can still get this pearl, okay? Our next pearl is fertility and tightening. There's some herbs in here that are superior for tightening. Please keep in mind that no matter which pearl you use, overall, you're going to tighten your vagina, okay? This pearl is a fertility pearl predominantly, and it's made for women who have ever had miscarriages, terminations, abortions, Plan B pills, cesarean sections, anything that's fetal related, premature birth, anything fetal related. When you come to me and you tell me that you want to get pregnant and I'll ask you about your fertility issues, your fertility health, you may be getting one of these pearls, okay? But let's say you're infertile, you've never been pregnant, you've never miscarried or aborted or terminated a pregnancy, you're really having a hard time getting pregnant. And let's say you never used birth control and you've never tested positive for a sexually transmitted disease or infection, you are a good woman for the most part. And that's not in a negative way for people who have womb trauma. But you can use this pearl, but there's also something else you need. We have an advanced formula fertility pearl. The advanced formula fertility pearl is for women who have diminished ovarian reserve, your TTC, you're trying to conceive, your eggs aren't healthy, okay? You would get this particular pearl. If you don't know what's wrong with you, and we know you're infertile on top of having womb traumas, then when you get your fertility kit, you're going to get both pearls. And you can use 2 pearls at a time if you choose to, or you could just do one at a time. They're pretty strong. Also, if you are infertile, let's say you are TTC, let's say you do have DOR, right? And let's say also you've been on birth control every now and then to control or regulate your periods, not because you have fibroids, but because your periods are kind of thrown off a little bit. And you were told that it would be best to get on birth control. Now you do want to get pregnant though, because even though you have PCOS or you're trying to conceive, because that's what birth control causes to happen, you still want to be able to get pregnant. So we're going to be giving you these pearls. We're definitely going to clean your eggs off, but we're going to give you this pearl too. We're going to give you a pearl for PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, or if you have abnormal cysts of the ovaries, or if you've taken birth control. You're also going to get this pearl from me if you let me know that you have dermatological symptoms of birth control usage, which includes hair on the face, boils on the neck, boils underneath your arms, between your breast, your lower belly, between your buttocks, and also between your thighs. You can get boils in those areas from taking birth control, okay? It's when your testosterone is too high and your body starts displaying it, okay? So you'll get this pearl as well. Now, let's say you've conceived in the past, but you had premature birth, you had to have an emergency C-section, and now you're not able to get pregnant. Well, guess what? I'm going to make sure that you don't have a premature birth again. I'm going to make sure that we don't want you to have a premature birth. We want your baby to be carried full term, but we're also going to make sure that we clear up any scar tissue that's remaining inside your uterus. The doctor has to cut your uterus open to remove the baby if you're having a cesarean section. And anything that causes trauma causes scarring. And anything that causes scarring causes dead tissues to grow or dead tissues to develop. Okay. And so this pearl is going to get rid of all those dead tissues. So yes, you want to get pregnant, but you have some other traumas. So you're not just going to come to my website and get a fertility pearl. Okay. You have to get more than one pearl because we're going to cover all your traumas. Now, let's say, you had a cesarean section. This was years ago. You did conceive again. You had your second cesarean section, and now you can't get pregnant, and your stomach feels hard, and your periods are all messed up. You're barely going to the bathroom. You just went and spoke with your doctor, and he pretty much let you know that you have some very big fibroids in there, and you may not be able to conceive, but you're so young, and you really want to have a baby, and you definitely don't want to have a hysterectomy. Then we're going to give you the Advanced Formula Fertility Pearl. The Advanced Formula Fertility Pearl is designed to give you something like a myomectomy. So this one can give you a myomectomy. It's great for people who have subserose or submucosal fibroids, okay? And if I'm using terms that you really don't understand, then you can always go look it up. You can always visit the schoolofwombhealing.org, get you some more information, or when you see your doctor, ask questions, okay? Ask as many questions as possible, okay? So you can get an Advanced Formula Fibroid Pearl. If you come to me and you say, Ivy, I know I have fibroids. I have all types of fibroids. We're going to give you both of these pearls, okay? So it just pretty much depends on the information that you give me, so that I can go ahead and return, give you the pearls that you should be using for your detox. Now, there's some other symptoms going on out here. What if you have suffered from a sexually transmitted disease or infection? What if you've had a pelvic inflammatory disease or syphilis, gonorrhea, trichomonas, even bacterial vaginosis? That's this pearl right here. There was a big rave about when I made this pearl because it was in a black wrapper. And we said, black pearl, pretty little girl, you sure are beautiful to me, because all women deserve to heal no matter who you are. And we have so much trauma and so many problems that we really have to heal from. And this was going to be like this is the best. Every time I make a pearl, it's like the creme de la creme. And this was the creme de la creme. This pearl is the one that you would use if you suffer from sexually transmitted disease or infections. Just know that if you have a prolonged sexually transmitted disease in your body, it will escalate to pelvic inflammatory disease. Okay. And when it escalates to that point, that means that the STD has been able to manifest itself for a significant period of time and travel from the vagina through the cervix and up to the womb. See, that's why we detox the womb. Okay. So you be getting this pearl. Now, there's some other stuff we got going on. We have the human papillomavirus and we have the herpes simplex virus. If you have either of the two, this is the pearl for you. This is the pearl that we give you. Okay. If you have hidradenitis suppurativa, this is our latest pearl. This is the last pearl we've developed. This is for people who suffer from hidradenitis suppurativa. If you suffer from hidradenitis suppurativa and you are under the same philosophy as myself, that whether it is a disease, a virus, or a syndrome, it attacks the lymphatic system, you're going to do a hidradenitis suppurativa pearl, a virus pearl, and a polycystic ovarian syndrome pearl. And this is what we call a royal flush. It's when you use 3 pearls at one time. I founded pearls in 2009. I was searching for something to cleanse my vagina because my husband said I had an odd smell. And in 2009, I was 29 years old. I've been doing this now basically for 10 years. I'll be 39 in October. Next year, I'll be 40 years old. Okay. When I first started this business, I didn't have any of these. I had this. I had a generic herbal tampon, basically, what a lot of people confuse with real Yoni pearls. This is what I had. It's what a lot of people sell now, and they'll tell you that they have Yoni pearls, and that's fine. To God be all the glory. But this is what I started with. And it was just a tampon. And then one day I said, I'm going to name it something else because I had something I wanted to have treasured. And I called it a pearl. And then on top of me calling the pearl, I realized that there's no such thing as one pearl fits all. People have so many different types of symptoms, and these are so generic and so basic. And so I said, you know what? I better get a move on, because if God gave this to me, that means I got some work to do, right? And that's how I developed all of these other pearls, right? And we can still develop them. This will never end. And so, guess what? All of these are different formulas, different ingredients, all nutritious, all supplemental, all herbal, all natural, all beneficial to you, all beneficial to your body as a whole. So when you go to the website, you have the option of getting an STD kit, a virus kit, a fibroid kit, an endometriosis kit, a virus kit, an endometriosis kit, a traditional kit, a tightening kit, a fertility kit, a hydrolyzed supertiva kit. Or you can come to the website and you can do a Formula 88 multiple symptom kit. And that means you're going to get all of the pearls that we carry today. You're going to get all of these different formulas that have been proven to be beneficial to a woman's womb, right? So make sure you keep that in mind. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you keep it in mind when you go to the website, what type of pearls you can get. The pearls right now are between $15 and $25 each. We behoove people or encourage people to get a kit, okay? And the kit is when you get the pearls, but you also get the soap that we make specifically for you, okay? So your soap's going to match your pearl, all right? And then we also get a moisturizer or the salve specifically for you, and it's also going to match your pearl. You're going to get a tea specifically for you, and it also matches the pearl. And you're going to get a honey specifically for you, and it matches your pearl. Whatever you get, that's what we do, right? So we're going to detox you externally and internally, and we're going to be fully effective with it, okay? It's a very, very aggressive, quick approach. You won't miss days from work. You won't have to go through any type of surgeries. You can go to work actually every single day and you'll be fine. So you get that with your kid along with some ion pads. We'll give you a pack of these as well, okay? So we can remove the positive ions from your womb space as you're going through your detoxing process. But we can talk about that in another video. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Go to the website, pick a pearl out, use the promo code. You can use real pearls or real Yoni pearls, either of the two. After you make your first purchase, you can go to the schoolofwombhealing.org where you'll get free membership and you can purchase these pearls for $10 on a dime, right? Or if you are in a budget crunch and this is something you really want to do and you know that right now you aren't able to afford the pearls, even with the discount, these pearls are for $1. So you can get these. You can afford these, okay? You can do them for $1 at the School of Womb Healing. At realyonipearls.com, they are $3 for $19.99 like everybody else sells them for. So we weren't really trying to be competitive with that. But you can use the promo code and then you could get 3 for $15.99. So definitely take advantage of that. And then once you purchase for the first time, come to the School of Womb Healing and they're just $1. And you can use your promo code at the school and save even more money, and they'll end up being 85 cents. So just keep that in mind. You can get a generic or you can get a real Yoni pearl. You make that choice. Thanks for tuning in. And again, this is Ivy with Chandra Pretty Womb Healing, and I am the founder of Womb Healing Vaginal Pearls.